So how does somebody really go about feeling more confident in their business and promoting their business?
Funny you should ask. So there's a lot of people out there like Alex Hormozi and Garry V and Tony Robbins and Mel Robbins who just seem to have natural confidence. Like they believe in themselves, not only believe in themselves, but they know their value, they know what they have to offer, and they feel comfortable doing that. And there are other people out there, like we were, who have a lot to share, have a lot of value. They know what they have could help so many more people, but they just can't bring themselves to promote themselves or their business.
Well, I know for both of us, that we really dug into, the massive action and, we really were trying to do all of the things that several of these mentors, coaches, and that kind of thing were doing. Right. And it just felt like, for myself, I know that confidence level just wasn't there. It's like I couldn't grunt hard enough to become confident enough to promote the business. So what is the difference between an Alex Hormozi and all of these other people? It's like, how do I develop that confidence?
Right.
Or why couldn't I develop that confidence?
Yes. And, both of us have done the affirmations, the visualization, as you say, the massive action. It's not lack of motivation. It's not lack of determination or any of that. So the difference between those who feel they have innate, unshakable confidence and self-belief and you or anybody else who doesn't have that natural confidence and self-belief is that the structure of the brain in confident people is different to the structure of the brain in people who don't have self-belief.
Okay, so hold on a second. So let's break that down. It's like when you're talking about structure, what are we really saying here? How is the structure? What does that mean?
Yep. So as we grow, so from birth, as we grow, our brains are, of course, growing and developing, and the structure of a person's self-belief and worldview is formed through their experiences. And everybody's experiences, of course, life experiences are unique because there's so many different combinations, but each adult has a structure that forms their self-belief and their worldview. Now, what happens is that as we go about our lives, as we come across experiences without conscious awareness, the unconscious part of the brain is referring to that structure, those implicit or unconscious memories that form the structure of who we are and how the world works, and then pumping chemicals into the system, into the bloodstream, that cause emotions, sensations, and feelings, and the conscious mind is then interpreting. So an example would be when Alex Hormozi thinks about promoting his business, his brain is referring to his self-image that proves that he's good. He people like him and he's successful and all of that. Now, he may also have doubts, but they're not core. On the other hand, someone who doesn't have that innate confidence, as they think about promoting their business, their brain is referring to the structure that proves their self-image that says, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. Don't be full of yourself. Who do you think you are? And that's going to vary from person to person. Now, this is without conscious awareness. And then the unconscious part of the brain is pumping stress chemicals into their system that create feelings of self-doubt. I'm not good enough. Who do I think I am? I'm imposter syndrome, all of those things. And then the conscious mind is going, I know I need to promote my business, but I just can't. I'm too scared. I'm worried about what other people will think, and so on.
So how is it possible to change all of that?
Great question. So there is a way to change the structure of your brain, to change that structure of self-belief and worldview to match those who have the success. So, this is what's so exciting, is that we know that becoming the person you want to be affects everything, affects your decisions, your ability to notice opportunities, your ability to take advantage of those opportunities, your communication and the action you take and all of that. So if you think for a moment, if you had the unshakable confidence and self-belief in yourself that those people have, Tony Robbins, Garry V, and so on, what would your business be like? What action would you take if you felt completely confident? In fact, if you knew that you were worthy and that you had what it takes, what action would you take? And the great thing is that that structure can be changed. The structure of the brain, the structure of self-image and worldview in the brain can be changed to match them. Now, it's a big topic and there's a lot to it. So we do have a webinar, a free webinar that goes into a lot more detail about exactly what needs to happen to change that so that you can get what they have. So click the link in the description of this video for free access to the webinar, and that webinar will give you all the details on how you can change the structure in your brain of your self-image and worldview so that you can have what all of those confident people have.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing you soon.